That time of day again. The time of day when the sun is just in my face. Do you want to say hi? Hi. Oh, she's so angry. She's so angry. Hey guys, welcome back to my couch where I talk about things. It's your girl Mint, and today we are going to talk about full moon magic. I will do new moon, waxing moon, and waning moon as well. I just wanted to do full moon first because everybody asked me about it. Did you see that? Anyway. I get loads of DMs about what to do on the full moon, so I want to just give you guys a couple of things that I like to do. I don't do all of these things every full moon. Sometimes I don't do any of them. What the heck? 'Tis the season, I guess. Oh, kitty. We're not gonna have this, are we? With this mess. How am I supposed to get anything done with this mess? So, things that you can do on the full moon. It's really common for people to do on the full moon is to cleanse their space, go around your house and cleanse all the negative energy that has accrued up to that day. After eating, you can go around with an herbal blend of your choice, or if you have a cleansing wand, an herbal wand, or a cleansing spray, whatever, just go through your house and get rid of any negative energy and just start afresh for the full moon. Or if you're like me and you've probably been working on a spell since the new moon all the way up to the full moon and you don't want to get rid of any of that energy, you want to keep it going, keep it flowing, keep it growing, I just go ahead and bless my space, give it a little extra recharge of energy, just a little burst of flavor, you know, to reinstate what I'm working on and to reinstate the energy. So I'll make a blessing blend out of herbs and a couple of resins. I like to use, I think I've given this recipe before, orange and ginger and frankincense and maybe a couple of other things depending on how I'm feeling or what I'm working on, and go around the house and I sing a nice joyful song, and I'll just let the smoke from that herbal incense waft into every room. It's basically a creativity and an energy incense, so it just builds up the creative energy in my home. Since my husband and I both work from home, we both work creatively from home, we tend to need the energy just flowing at all times, so that's what I like to use. Charging your crystals. So, a lot of people like to charge their crystals by the sun and by the moon, and that is up to you, depends on what you like. Just keep in mind that a lot of crystals do fade or change color in the sun, however they do not in the moonlight. So if you want, you can go ahead and cleanse your crystals and then put them on a tray or just put them outside under the moonlight to help charge them. This is just such a wonderful practice. It's great to add to your monthly routine. It's a great way to have the energy of the full moon in your home or with your magical tools at all times. If you're someone that doesn't use crystals at all, which is totally fine, you don't have to use anything that anyone else uses, but you still want to have the energy of the full moon in your home, then you can charge your tools under the full moon. So say you use a dagger, an athame, or a chalice, a bell, or your mortar and pestle, whatever you use every day magically, or whatever you use often magically, can be charged under the moonlight. You can even charge your jewelry in the moonlight. If you wear any kind of protective jewelry or just any spell jewelry, you can put that outside under the moonlight. You can put your shoes under the moonlight. You can put your calculator, you can put your phone, whatever you want to be imbued with the energy of the full moon, you can go ahead and put it out there. You can definitely charge things the day before the full moon, the day of, and the day after. So I will put things out for either all 3 days or one of those days, whichever one I can remember to do it on. Do not worry if you're a day after the full moon, the energy is still flowing. Also, don't worry about leaving things out overnight if you don't want to. I tend to bring things in after a couple of hours just because I like to put things out under the full moon and then all of a sudden it just starts raining, and that, I mean, it's happened to me a lot. Sometimes I'll put them out at midnight and bring them back in at 3. You know, it's up to you. If you want to leave them out all night, by all means go ahead. I just have had the elements ruin a few things that way, so I'm not doing that anymore. Another great thing to do on a full moon is to rework any lists or projects that you started on the new moon. Say on the new moon you decided you want to start a couple of new projects, then on the full moon you want to see how those things are panning out and what has come into fruition. This way you can knock off anything off of your list that you've already taken care of, any goals that you've already accomplished, and then rewrite the ones that you have not and give them a fresh energy, a fresh look. And go ahead and do some of your visualization on those things again anyway, just so that you can have the energy of the full moon pushing those things out and pushing them to be finished. Baths. So a lot of people ask me about what kind of bath they can take on the full moon. You can do a cleansing bath for yourself, you can do a love bath, you can do whatever kind of bath that you want. I like doing the success bath or the creativity bath. It consists of usually rose petals, I put some orange peel in there, pink salt, and some amber oil if I have amber oil. It's a wonderful bath for creativity. It gets your mind working. That is pink salt, you are correct. It's a wonderful bath for any kind of ideas that you're trying to work out in your head, how to bring in newness and fresh ideas into your creative brain space. Another wonderful practice that I do every full moon, this is one that's very easy and it can help with your magic all throughout just the year, is making full moon water. So what I'll do, I'll show you. This is the bottle that I use for my full moon water. Now this, I think I've showed this before. This is actually a wine bottle. It was so beautiful. I bought the wine for this bottle because I just thought the bottle was gorgeous. Can you see the detail? It has a beautiful floral and plant detail on the bottom, and I thought it was just stunning. Yule is making lots of noise, I apologize, but I really wanted it, and I just had this stopper from another bottle that I had, and I filled this with distilled water or water that I had boiled. I put it outside under the full moon, and this I do leave out all night because if it rains on a glass bottle, it's fine, and if I catch some rainwater in here, that's awesome as well. You can put full moon water in any of your baths that you're taking. I like to make my... Sorry if everything looks different. I had a veggie burger. So anyway, like I was saying, if you're someone that likes to make ritual sprays or sprays to use throughout the day, using your full moon water for that is really great because it's already charged with all of that high energy. Some people even leave drinking water outside in the moonlight so they can drink the full moon charged water. There's so many different things you can do with full moon water. The possibilities are, again, endless. And lastly, but most certainly not the leastly, the full moon is a one. Yes, anyway, releasing all of your emotional turmoil, any kind of anger or any sadness or anything that you've been holding in that you want to just release and let go of. The full moon is a great time to do that. Dancing and singing, boxing, working out, anything that makes you feel very energized, pumps you up, and then lets you just release any kind of anxiety, any kind of just bullshit that's caught up in your body. It's such a wonderful thing to do on the full moon, especially since you're already quite energetic. You're probably very talkative on the full moon because it's just like the time where everyone is buzzing. So my personal favorite thing to do is to put on my headphones, some music on my TV, I put on music videos, and then I just sync up my headphones with the music that's on the TV, and I just dance and dance and dance and dance all of my anger away, all of my frustration, just anything that I have that I just want to get out. Sometimes I'll just cry and just release any kind of, rid of whatever I need to get rid of so that I can start afresh and anew the day after the full moon. And so there you go. There are a bunch of things. I think that was like 7 things that you can do on your full moon ritual. If you have time to do all of those things in one day, wonderful. If you don't, just trying one of those things on the full moon is really great for you. You can also, of course, do any kind of spell work where you are working on success or the fruition of something. Any new endeavors are great for the new moon, but the full moon is all about being grateful, showing lots of gratitude for the things that you do have, the things that you have accomplished, for goals that you've met, being full and grateful and happy. Divination is great to do on the full moon. Giving yourself a tarot reading is a really great thing to do on the full moon. Anything that involves a lot of energy, anything that where you need a lot of energy built up, the full moon is a great time to do any of those workings. And then one more thing, because I keep thinking of more things, and there are so many rituals that you can write for yourself to do on the full moon as well. But one last thing I like to do as well is create things on the full moon. So I do like to make all of the candles that I make on the full moon. I like to crochet on the full moon. I like to make things for myself on the full moon. Ritual oils I like to make on the full moon. Anything that I want to be supercharged with that full moon energy, I will make on that full moon. And that's it. Those are all the things. That's all the things. I'm sweating. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope some of you took notes, that you have some things added to your book of shadows. Have a gorgeous next full moon. Let me know in the comment section what you did the last full moon or what you're planning to do this next full moon. And I will talk to you guys all later. Bye.
To take time to get the flow just so, and that's okay with me. I'm magic and I'm black and I'm soft on top of that, plus my innocence is my